Hi, I'm Dennis and welcome to Master the Board. Well, we're still in London, and as I already said in last week's video, unfortunately there are no opportunities to skimboard in London. So I will have to practice in another way to still make some progress in it. So I have to be a bit creative, but before we're going to be creative, I have a surprise for you. Yes, indeed, I'm at the seaside. We are still staying in London, and in London there's no opportunity to skimboard, but the good thing of being in the UK is that it is an island, and an island has sea all around, so it's pretty easy to come from London to the seaside and then do some skimboarding here as well. Right now we're in between Ramsgate and Margate. There is a location called Joss Bay, and it is said that it is a location extremely well suited for skimboarding. Well, a good location for skimboarding, it depends on how you look at it. Probably it is a good location for skimboarding at high tide, but right now it's low tide and then you can't do anything at all. So I'm a bit disappointed actually. And the reason for that is, well, it really is a bay and it has a small part of sand beach in the bay, but when it is low tide, then yeah, the sand doesn't go on and all the rocks come out of the water, as you can see here behind me. Yeah, and with all those rocks, it's really impossible to do anything with your skimboard. Let's look at that in detail. As you can see here, there's a narrow strip of sand followed by rocks covered with seaweed, all the black and green spots that you see here, and then the water. So first sand, then rocks, then water, and then it's very clear you can't skimboard here. And the disappointment is even bigger because I looked up when the low tide will change into high tide, but that will only be at midnight today. So, well, we missed the high tide this morning, and now it's just waiting too long to to do anything. By that time we have to be back in London again. So it is what it is, but we can enjoy the view because that is a beautiful view. Well, it's clear that I can't go skimboarding here in London, but I can go for a run. Going for a run is good for the general fitness, for the general health improvement, but of course that's not specific training for becoming better at skimboarding. I don't have that feeling of the board anymore. So I googled around and I found that there is something which is called a balance board. So that you are standing on the board and that you can keep your balance although you're not in the water. But those balance boards, I think they are incredibly expensive for what it is. Because in the end it's just a wooden board with a roll underneath it. So I was thinking, can I make it myself? And well, with just a few pieces of wood, that's a few leftovers from the renovations, a thing from the kitchen, a kitchen top, and just a piece of scrap wood, I put it together like this, and I have more or less a balance board. So I'm going to practice with this not sure if it will work or not, or if it will be good enough or not. Perhaps I still need to buy a balance board, but at least I can start with this and practice my balance at the time that I'm not at the beach. After 1 week of practice, you see that I'm already way better in keeping the balance. Well, that's it for this week's video. It's a shorter video because in the field of skimboarding not much happened this week. Well, a lot of things happened, but it's more in the sideline of skimboarding, so I can't talk for hours about it. But anyway, if you still like my effort that I put into making these videos and in the progress that I make in skimboarding, then certainly give a thumbs up to the video and subscribe to the channel. And before we really go, I still have a few updates about the kids. Torben and Jitte, they participated in the provincial championships and they did very well. Jitte had a new personal best in shot put, and Torben became second twice, a silver medal in shot put and a silver medal in hockey throw. And another update, an update about Nina, well, she's fully into karate. Oh, and I almost forgot, Torben also has a new personal best in high jump. And as always, Eline is still her adorable self. And normally I would close off the video right here, but last weekend the kids had another athletics meeting, the last meeting of the season, the summer season of 2021, and they performed very well. I already mentioned it, that Torben had a new personal best in high jump, and indeed I say had, because he performed better than his own personal record. He has now another new personal best in high jump. And also on his 1000 meter, he has now a new personal best. And Nina and Eline, they also performed in their last meeting as a kangaroo. Sounds funny, but it's how that category is called. And Jitte, she also performed, but her legs were already too tired to set new personal bests, because in the morning she went to the city center of Antwerp to cheer for the World Championships of cycling. And to keep you interested and to manage the expectations, well, next week's video we will be skimboarding again. Yay!